What is going on, guys? It's the OjamABC here, and welcome back to another video. This video was planned on being the next, not the 19th video, or not the, this video was planned to go up on the 19th, but I think I'm going to go ahead and upload this one on the 12th instead, just because of the 5th video being what it was, showing off the most powerful deck ever made. I still cannot believe Konami is allowing Ojamas to be this powerful, and of course it was going to be Ojama, guys. I mean, what else did you expect? Being the Ojama man, of course, I'm going to make Ojamas as broken as I possibly can, and I am still working on making them even more broken. But today, guys, I thought I would bring you the deck profile. This is a little bit different from what I used in the replays that you guys saw, but it's still very, very similar. And there are a few cards I don't have just yet, just because they're not out yet, or it might be. The main card change is like Ojama Pink. That's like the only card change, really. That really matters anything. But the video that will then instead go up on the 19th, and I may have said some things in it that are a little old now, because I think I recorded that video a while ago, but forgive me for that, guys. I have a little bit of a mess with the order my videos going up right now, but I promise I'll get that together very, very soon. But today, guys, I bring you my OjamABC deck profile. Look at this. We got the Ojama boy of my signature one and the Ojama in the deck, and it's beautiful. So let's quit messing around and let's just get into it. So again, guys, this deck has the ability to U-Link the opponent, as well as ending off on 2 ABC Dragon Buster. And if you're lucky enough, you can also end with a hand trap in hand to stop the opponents from searching. And if you manage to end with Ojama Pajama, you get to protect your fusions, and your U-Link is completely protected. One thing, guys, in the video that I posted before, the first video about my Ojama deck, I made a slight mistake with the U-Link. I forgot that Skuldred pointed directly up, so it did give an opponent an arrow. I forgot about that. I have since fixed that, because I found a very generic monster that points down, completed in U-Link, so I'll show you guys that when we get to it. But starting off with the deck, guys, we play, of course, the Ojama Trio. Now, I think a 2 of each of the brothers, I think, is a really good ratio. Just because you put them back in the deck a lot, so there is no need to play 3. Plus, it could be way too bricky then. I think 2 is a really, really good ratio. 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 black. Black is my least favorite. I just don't really like how he looks with that snot dripping out of his nose and his big beer belly. Green's all right. Plus, you know, yellow number 1, so green's got to take number 2 spot. But yeah, so 2 yellow, 2 green, 2 black. Very, very basic. What's interesting about them is they all shared the same flavor text, which I actually hadn't realized for a while. But basically, it alludes to the Ojama Delta Hurricane, which when all 3 of the Ojama brothers are on the field, they destroy every single card on the opponent's side of the field. I wasn't going to read out the flavor text. You guys can read that if you want to. If not, well, then you learn a little bit of trivia there. Next up, we play 3 Ojama Red. Ojama Red is such a good starter card, because if you manage to discard something like OjamABC, and then you get to search all 3 of the Ojama brothers, and then you normal summon red, you get to special summon all 3 of them from your hand. The only thing to worry about, though, is it is a when it is normal summoned, so you do need to be careful of that, because it is possible for it to miss timing. But this card is insane, because you just swarm the field of the Ojamas so quickly, and it's not once per turn. So if you get another normal summon with it off of something like OjamABC, you can do it again if you have more Ojamas in your hand. And it doesn't say 1 copy of each. So I could summon 3 yellows from my hand if I really wanted to, which is really, really neat. But red, it's a really, really good starter, and makes it really easy to go into Skuldred. Next up is 1 blue. Blue is the thing I'm thinking about changing, just because blue is so slow. Right now, I only play him for the fact of being an Ojama name. I would very much consider switching out blue for Ojama Pink, just to the fact of it also has a Dark World dealing effect. And if you're not able to get that additional monster on board to link away Skuldred, you can use the pink to block out the zone that Skuldred points to, which is another reason why I thought about playing pink, because sometimes you're not always able to get that 1 extra monster on field to be able to do that. Next up, we play 2A, 2B, and 2C. Just the good old union monsters for ABC Dragon Buster. When A goes to the graveyard, you add 1 union monster from your grave back to your hand. B searches 1 from the deck, and C specials 1 from hand, which are all really, really nice. B is obviously, I think, the best, just because you get that nice little search. which is always so pleasant to have. Next up, we play 1 gold gadget and 1 silver gadget. At one point, I considered just playing 2 silver or 2 gold, but then I realized that's not very smart, because if I open 2 silver or open 2 gold, well, I can only summon one of them and the other does nothing. But you play 1 of each, you can normal, special, effect, special, and then you just get 3 special. You get 3 monsters off of a single normal summon. But they're really good just because they let you summon a level 4 machine, and they're both light machines. And then when they're destroyed by battle or by a card effect, you basically just summon the other one from the deck, and then it would trigger its effect to summon one of your unions from hand. Or if you don't have one, then it's just a little body to have on field. For hand traps, I just play 2 Ash, just a good generic hand trap, stop the opponent from searching and stuff. And then to finish off the monsters, we play 1 Armed Dragon level 3. I'm going to probably switch this out for an Armed Dragon Thunder level 3, just because I think it looks cooler and it does the exact same thing, because it becomes Armed Dragon level 3 on the field and in the graveyard. And Ojama Match just searches an Armed Dragon, so it can search out the Thunders. So, and I just think Armed Dragon Thunder level 3 just looks a lot nicer, because he's a lot shinier. So that's the only reason for that. But moving on to the spells, we have Ojama Simulation. This spell card is insane. You banish, or you reveal one of your light machine fusion monsters from your extra deck, and then you can banish any number of Ojama monsters from your hand, field, or graveyard. And then you get to summon the material from your hand, deck, or graveyard that are listed on that fusion monster, which is just really, really good. And then as the effect of when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, put back 3 banished Ojamas in their deck, and then draw 1 card. So this card is insane, and it's not once per turn. None of its effects are once per turn, which is just really, really insane, because you just keep activating this card again and again and again to just constantly summon out your ABC pieces and then doing link plays. And then eventually you just end off on 2 ABC Dragon Busters, which is just really, really nice. Then we play 3 OjamABC. OjamABC requires you to discard 1 Ojama card from your hand, or you send an Ojama card from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Add 1 Ojama monster with a different name if you sent an Ojama monster. You can send any Ojama card. Just if you send a monster, it has to be a different name. And then you add 1 Armed Dragon monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can also add the Ojama from grave to hand. And then immediately after it resolves, you can normal summon 1 of them. So it basically gives you a double summon. Not once per turn, so if you manage to activate all 3 of these, you basically get 4 normal summons in your turn. And then it shares the same graveyard effect as Simulation, where you can banish it, target 3 of your banished Ojamas, shuffle them in the deck, and draw a card. And what I really, really like that it's not once per turn, or anything like that, is because if your opponent, for whatever reason, decides to Ash it, you can just activate a different Simulation or the match in your graveyard instead, because it doesn't shuffle them back into the deck as cost. So you can you can just target them again and try it again, which is really nice. Next up is 3 OjamABC. This is a really interesting spell because it cannot be activated. You cannot go activate magic. You can't activate it from your hand. Unlike the Mask of something, I know it's played in Duel Links because it lets you not deck out, basically. Because when it's activated, it puts itself back in the deck. But if it's activated by the effect of the Masked Beast thing, then you steal an opponent's monster, basically. But OjamABC, when it is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you add 1 each of the Ojama brothers, of the vanillas, not once per turn. And then, of course, to help us get it in the graveyard, we play 3 Dark World Dealings. Unfortunately, it does give the opponent just a little bit of setup, but if you're able to discard your Dark World Dealings, it's worth it, because then you just go +3 off it, because you get a card in your hand that you're going to want, and you drop the magic to get to search 3 monsters, so you are going +3 off that interaction, which is just really, really nice. Then you play 2 Union Hanger to search out one of our Union monsters of A, B, and C, and when you summon A, B, and C, either off of special summoning them off of Skull Dread, or summon them off of one of the gadgets, you equip one, and then if you overlay, the piece that you equip which you would most likely want to equip B, it'll fall off, and then you get your search, which is just really nice. Because just having more cards in hand is nice, because you can just put them back with Skull Dread. That's just free, easy to put back, because you'll just summon them out of the deck later, or they're discard fodder off of some Xyz monsters we'll look at. For the ones, we play 1 Terraforming, 1 Call by the Grave, and 1 Monster Born. Search our Union Hanger. It's only at 1 because Konami decided to do that, so it's for no reason, really. And then Monster Born because it's just a good generic spell. And then to finish it, we play 2 OjamABC. I love the name of this card. I absolutely love it. If an Armed Dragon or Light Machine fusion you control be destroyed by battle or card effect, banish an Ojama card from your hand, face up field, or graveyard instead. By the time you end your turn, your graveyard will be filled to the brim with Ojama cards, so it will not be hard to protect your Armed Dragons, or to protect your ABC Dragon Busters. And once during the main phase, you can add an Ojama card from your deck to your hand and then discard a card. Most of the time, you will use this to be able to fill up your hand for ABC Dragon Buster, where you'll just search a magic and then discard the magic to search the 3 Ojama brothers. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon as many of your banished Ojama monsters as possible. The only thing is, if you choose to activate that effect, if you have 3 banished and you have 3 available zones, you will have to summon all 3. You can't just summon 2 of them. You will have to summon all 3 Ojamas, since it is as many as possible. It is optional whether or not you want to summon them, which is good. But if you go and you banish your 3 Ojamas off Simulation, and then you discard this off of something, you get to summon them back, all 3 of them right back to the field for Link fodder. But that's it for the main deck, guys. Moving on to the extra deck, we play 1 A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon. This card is actually pretty insane, but we never really make it, or we never make it because we don't play X, Y, or Z. But it's just a really, really cool card. The effect is really cool, where it's basically an infinite Omnigate as long as you have discard fodder, and you can banish it to summon ABC Dragon Buster and XYZ Dragon that are banished. But you basically just play this to reveal off Simulation, and it turns Simulation into a monster reborn for ABC Dragon Buster, since it lists it as a material on there. So that's why you play that. It's just for that monster reborn, basically. Play the 2 ABC Dragon Buster. Really, really nice because you can banish them from the graveyard, from the field or graveyard, which XYZ Dragon Cannon only said from the field. So being able to banish them from the graveyard is so much nicer because you can use them as link material and then make this. Basically, you can discard a card, target an opponent's card, banish it. Quick effect, really, really nice. And then during the opponent's turn, you can tribute this to summon 3 of your banished Union monsters, which is really nice. For the Xyz, I play a Bujetine Tsunomi. I have no idea if I said that right. But this is just a really, really nice card because it is 2 level 4 light monsters, which is all of your machines. And you can detach material to discard an entire hand and then draw 2 cards. This can be really nice when you're starting to get low on resources, or if you just have magic in hand. You go +5 then off it because you discard the magic, draw 2 cards, magic will activate in the new chain, and then you just add the 3 Ojama brothers, so it's insane because then it takes your hand from a 1-card hand to a 5-card hand. Well, it's a +4 then, so it's just really, really insane. It's so good in this deck. And then it also has an effect that works with Bujins, but we don't play any Bujins other than itself, so it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, Bujins are a really bad deck. We play the number 60 Durgus the Timeless, or however you want to pronounce his name. We use this for the draw effect. I've never used it for anything else, just because you draw 2 and then discard. You usually can make both of these in a turn if you're doing the extra link, just because you want to get more material, and this lets you discard the magic or anything else that you may want to discard. So it's just really, really good. Plus the draw power is just nice. Onto the links. I play 2 Link Spider. Sometimes you need to make a Link Spider before proceeding to do anything else, just because you have like a red, 2 yellows, and a green. You can't make Skull Dread with that, so you would make a Link Spider. Or if you manage to summon red and then summon 4 Ojamas, you can link off into Link Spider and special the last Ojama from another Ojama from your hand. And then you use the second one to finish off the U-Link. We play 1 Nightmare Cerberus. Cerberus will protect the U-Link from being destroyed by card effects, as long as they're all co-linked. And when he's link summoned, you can discard a card, target an opponent's monster, and destroy it. If it was co-linked, you get to draw a card then. Proxy Dragon, just to get that 2 sideways pointing, and it's generic. If a card you control, card of cards you control be destroyed by battle or by a card effect, you can destroy a monster that it points to instead, which since Cerberus will be here and you'll have Phoenix here, protected from card effects, protected by battle. So Proxy Dragon can destroy either one of these two because they will always protect your U-Link. So you can destroy them instead, always, because they will never be able to be destroyed. Play the one Phoenix, because it's generic and it points to the right and up. And Phoenix protects the U-Link from being destroyed by battle, which is nice because your two monsters in the extra monster zone are usually kind of weak, only 1,000 points apiece. And Phoenix has the effect when it's summoned, you discard a card, target a spell or trap the opponent controls, and destroy it. And then if it's co-linked, you get to draw a card, which is a really nice effect. Oh, I got some stuff on the back of it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to have to clean it. For the other monster we play in the top, we play a Barricade Borg Blocker. This is a really weird card that I only found out about because of Yugi Nono. Praise our Lord and Savior. It was very generic. I spent like 5 minutes looking for this thing, and then I realized I had put it up on my card wall. Because it's generic that points down, so it helps complete the U-Link. Link Summon, you can discard a card, so it can also help you get the magic out of your hand. And then your face-up spells can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. I really wish this thing said face-up spell and traps, because then it would also protect your Pajama, so you basically would have an invincible board, because Pajama protects the ABCs, this would protect that, and your U-Link is protected by the Nightmares, so it could not be destroyed by anything unless they negated the effects, but it would make a literally unbreakable board, or not unbreakable, a literally invincible board, and the opponent couldn't even kaiju it because I believe there has to be an available zone for a kaiju to be summoned to, and if you fill up everything, then it cannot be kaiju'd or sphere mode. I think that's how it worked. That's one of my friends explained it to me, but I never really confirmed it. Assuming that is correct, it would make it just absolutely insane. One Decode Talker, just because you do want to make him sometimes, and he's fairly generic, and that's also another reason to play Link Spider, because all your Ojama brothers are normal monsters. One Boral Sword, he's your nice follow-up. You'll usually just link away your Link Spider, Nightmare Phoenix, and the Borgade Blocker to make him just to swing in for the OTK then. And then we play 2 Skull Dread for that draw power. You won't always make 2, but the X deck isn't necessarily very tight. You will always want to make at least one of these. Sometimes you can make 2 just to get a little more draw power and dig a little deeper if you're drawing really, really good. So yeah, that's why you play 2 of these. Not really much else to it. Skull Dread is really, really good. A lot of people say that he should be hit to 1. I don't think that's necessary, because the only decks I really see make him consistently are decks that are like built around doing that. And especially recently, I haven't seen anything making him consistently, like more than once. So I think he's fine as a 1, as being left alone off the ban list. But I think 2 is the best ratio in this deck. You could take out the Decode Talker and play a 3rd if you really wanted to. I wouldn't see much point in that. Or you could go ahead and you could play a 3rd ABC Dragon Buster, or really anything. Decode Talker is just kind of there. He doesn't do a whole lot, but sometimes you do make him. It's not super often like the other things, but sometimes you want him. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I do want to say one thing, because I do see a lot of replays that when like they show off different decks, they always show like it always doing insane boards, and I don't want to lie to you guys about it. Ojama is a very fun deck, and it can do some insane stuff, but it does also brick, and it can brick very hard, and will not always consistently end off on the board that you want. I am working on fixing that, but I'm not going to lie to you guys and say it's like absolutely insane. Like it's a very fun deck. I would say it's very, very fun. One of the most fun I've had playing a deck. Very refreshing. A lot of different combos you can do, but still get to the same strong end board, but you can go about it a bunch of different ways. Apart from constantly resolving simulation, but just messing around with the different Ojama cards, it's really, really fun. But again, it's not perfect. It will brick. It will draw terrible hands. It can happen. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that it won't. It will, but it is still really fun. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you all so much for the support that we've been getting. This channel's only existed for about a month now, a little over a month now, because I started this on Christmas, I do believe it was. And we are now on, when this video will go up, this will be on the 12th. So we're about a month and 2 weeks, I think it is. And just the growth the channel's gotten in over that, and that just a little bit over a month, it really means a lot to me, guys. Sincerely, it really does mean a lot. I don't really know what else to say. It just really, really means a lot to me. The support that you guys are showing this channel, and it makes me very, very happy that I'm able to continue doing this. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about Ojamas. Which Ojama is your favorite? Is it... I gotta get him back out now. Do you guys like Ojama Yellow the most? Ojama Green the most? Ojama Black? Ojama Red? Or Ojama Blue? Or the newest member, Ojama Pink? Or King? Or Knight? Or Emperor? But let me, guys. I like to hear comments from you guys. It makes me happy to see someone took their time to comment something. All right. I've rambled enough. I'm sorry. Thank you guys again for all the support. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, do a subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.